Hello, Happy New Year. It's Jassy for those who are new here, and I am the creator and founder of Onya'e Naturals. I handmade concrete vessels and candles, and I am in a handful of stores in Portland, Oregon, and this is my vlog, studio vlog of sorts, markets vlog. This is where I just yap. It's just a fun space to talk to potential customers, other small business owners, and just anyone who just wants to put on another video while working or coloring or you name it. So I want to first, before we get into the goals directly, I just want to share what went well. At the beginning of the year, I got 2 new wholesale accounts and I'm really excited about it. I'm going to share the stores after, but I'm currently working on those orders now. And wholesale is where that's the majority of my customers. That has helped my business grow tremendously. I'm technically in over 9 locations, and adding these 2 new stores, I'm going to be in that's like 10, 11, and I think that's really exciting. And how I got into that is, one, word of mouth. Someone told a friend at this shop to reach out to me. I sent them a really nicely worded email, and I'll happily share that in like a specific wholesale video. If you guys are interested, let me know. And really nice email, really straight to the point. I raised my prices, so I was very honest about that. They did not have an issue. And the second person, we met at a market, and I love that because I love market. And this really cool lady stopped by, she gave me her card, and we talked, and she emailed me. It was during the holiday time, so I'm not gonna lie, I was behind on emails because I was just like market season, online orders, like all that stuff. And long story short, I'm gonna be in her store, and I'm really excited because she's gonna do the minis, and I love doing the minis. So it's just off to a good start. Like, that felt so good, knowing I'm working towards something. Even though I'm on holiday break, the online shop is closed for a bit, but the wholesale orders, yeah, I'm doing that, and that felt really good. I think that's a nice boost into my new year for 2026, and I will happily sit down and really talk about wholesale consignment because I genuinely love it. And I would say, being in multiple stores that I'm in, I think I have some good tips. I did another video about it briefly. I didn't go into deep detail. I will share as much as I can, just don't talk about money on here. I get really weirded out just because of a bad experience I had, so that's why I can get kind of shut down. Just internet people they're weird. People can be really entitled and they don't know you. So there's just things I don't talk about, but I will share at least the general things that I think can help. So I thought that was really exciting. Wholesale, like, wow, more accounts, and it's not even middle of January. That feels really good as a small business owner. So I had to pull out my notes, okay? I write a lot down, guys. I'm big on note taking, as you know, if you follow along. So I wrote some things for quarter 1. I kind of want to break it down by quarters versus like month to month. It's just less pressure, and I need time to get these things done and challenge myself. So as you know, when I say I want to step up my game for online orders, I just want more folks to know that I sell online. I want to step up my photography. I want to set up my descriptions. I want big versions, mini versions online, inventory stacked, because I could just sit here and say I want online orders, but I need to do my part to make it attractive, to make people want to come to my website. Reality, I'm good, that's great, but how do I reach strangers outside of Oregon? And I do feel a lot of that is, relies on me. My mobile site, is it clear? Is it coherent? Like, I gotta communicate, step that up. Hiring a photographer, there's a friend of mine I reached out to, and we've worked together years back on a project of hers, and I really want to work with her, get some photos of me making the product, some photos around the house, and just show what my concrete making looks like, and share some of those photos on the website. And training. I was venting to a friend because I really need help. When one of the stockists reached out, it's a lot of products, not complaining, it's just a lot. and it would be really nice to have someone help me with production. So I think I might hire someone on, and her and I are going to meet up for coffee, so it's not set in stone yet, but I will pay her. And although I don't talk about money, I am thinking about like a couple of hours every other week. I say 60 to 80 bucks, because I have about 15 and 20 vessels. So once those vessels are full, that's it. But if I could figure out a way to like maximize the time, so then that way I can get more out of it, she can get her money's worth. But that's what I'm thinking. And then write up a contract, so that making sure she's not gonna go off and make a concrete candle business. She's not, I love her, but that's just something that I have in store, and I'm really excited about to have help. Like productions where I really need help with, because then I have to seal it and turn it into candles, all that stuff. The biggest, and I'm really excited to try to work on this, is refill options. I did a survey, and I'm going to share those results shortly. A lot of folks would prefer the refill option, and I'm not against it. I just would hate for someone to, like, I don't want the vessel to like crack or something. I want to make sure it's sturdy and that they listen, follow the directions, like put it in there gently, make sure the vessel's cleaned out. So I'm thinking I'm about to do a whole project on that, like cleaning the vessel, show how you put the refill in, introduce it slowly, like over time, so that when the release date happens, it's a big thing, big online thing. And I can sell refill options at markets, but I want to start online first, because that's really my main target for quarter 1. And I just love that the refill option was really popular in the survey. That made me feel really good. New blends for markets. I have my core scents, but for markets, I kind of want to step up. I want the in-person experience to be top notch. I want these folks to feel special and seen and feel like separate from online. And I want online folks to feel special because they're not getting the in-person experience. So each one will have their own caliber. And gift sets, I thought about bringing those back, but for concrete vessels. Vlogging more. I want to vlog at least once a week or every other week. Release a video every Sunday or every other Sunday. Like, I really want to get into it. But I work full time, so I just got to figure out when to bring up the camera and when to just start filming and make sure the edits are perfect. Pigment containers. So I have these pigments from Direct Colors, and right now they're in bags. I just leave them in the bags they come in, so I don't waste. But I get to a point as I'm growing, I need to like have it neater and not get my hand or arm mixed up when I like take out the pigment for the vessel mixing. So I want to get these containers, glass or plastic, with lids and label it as like the color, and I can see how much I have left versus lifting the bag and I don't know. So that's something that maybe you don't see often, but I do, and I work with on a regular basis. Wholesale consignment, I want to step up, and I would say that's going good because I got 2 new clients, but I want to keep it up. I want to sharpen it. I want my boxes and all that stuff to be in order, to be consistent. Like, I just want it sharp. Oh yeah. I want to do videos showing how to clean the vessel. I kind of mentioned that when I mentioned refills. I think folks would like to see more details on concrete vessel and the world of it, how it works when they get it. So when they want to reuse it, how do they reuse it? And I think it's important to show that. There are concrete maker people who do, but I think it's time I finally do. Photographs, I mentioned that. I want to have a mini page and a standard page, and then combine the whole shop together. I think folks like minis more than standard. I'm a sucker for my minis, so that's more of the website thing. Oh yeah, trade secrets. So there's some things as I grow that I'm just not gonna share. Yeah, I've shared quite a lot already. I feel like I can't keep just repeating where I got the box from when I have videos that you can like scroll and see where I got my labels, my boxes, my pigment. Like, I share all that, but I do believe some stuff I want to keep to myself. You start off like teaching and helping, but then it gets to a point where folks just constantly rely on you for the answer. Like, I have people who don't take time to look at my Instagram, read my newsletter, or go to my videos. They're just like, where did you get that from? And it's like, well, if you took time to look at my stuff, you would see. And I'm kind of just over constantly answering these questions of people who genuinely don't care. It also comes off as a little lazy because I'm like, don't you want to Google and figure out what works for you, you know? So yeah, that's just something I'm kind of like, all right, we're just going to transition, talk about what it's like to be a business owner, have a concrete business, but I'm not just here to make other people get super great. I'm trying to like be great in my business and get customers. I don't know, that could sound cold, but you know what it is. You go on someone's Instagram account and they're like really proud of this product, and almost every other comment, where'd you get that? How'd you do that? And it's like, ugh, it's too much. Wooden wick, scissors, and card. Okay, this is part of the results, and I'm gonna grab my laptop. Folks really want more wooden wick education, and I agree, because it's more than just trimming the wick. I want to educate the crackling sound and how you use wooden wicks and get into that detail. But yeah, so that's like a gist. That's a big list. I have like a web of things. I know it's so bright, but yeah, I'm excited because I don't know. It's fun to like get a pen and just did it. But let's go over those results. Okay, so I put out a survey, and I'm very proud of myself for doing that because I think it could be a vulnerable thing, asking people, you know, their honest opinion of your business. And it felt pretty good that folks took time to just be honest and share their feedback. So when it comes to the unboxing experience, I asked, you know, what folks thought about that. And a lot of them appreciate a postcard with a handwritten thank you note, a sample of a different fragrance that they're not buying, and tips on how to best burn the candle, and instructions on how to repurpose the jar, which brings me to refill. And a lot of folks prefer smelling the scents in person, which is why I'm mostly busy for markets and wholesale. And online, they do prefer the convenience of shipping to the door and local pickup. And one of the things they appreciate with the studio vlog, seeing the behind the scenes of hand pouring candles, show some more of that process, and seeing a day in the life of a small business owner. And I actually want to get into that process for one of my upcoming videos, like honestly what I do in a day, because working full time, what does that look like when I also have like over 9 wholesale accounts? So I get how that can look a little like, like, is she telling the truth? I am. But I can see how folks want to see how I do it, and I'm happy to show that process because it's very possible. I'm off on weekends, thankfully. So it's the weekends and I really feel free and like my own business owner for like full time. I pretend, and I want to show that. And it's going to be funny because a lot of the time I'm going to be like sitting or standing at my desk, and that's kind of boring. 100% of my responses are female, and most folks heard about me through markets, about 40%, and then Instagram, and then a local shop, and then YouTube last. And what is your favorite vessel? A lot of folks love the terracotta, and a lot of folks love the matcha green color and the crimson. The crimsons goes with the tomato gardens. That's my favorite, but the terracotta, that's 60%. Wow, okay, I will work with that more. And I asked on a scale, how would they rate my scent throw? Majority said 4 and 5. One person said 2. I was like, I might have gotten a candle that wasn't so strong. But I like that majority was more on the higher end. I try not to make them too strong, but you never know. Some people like it strong, some people don't. And 100% responses said they would love a refill option. So I gotta get what the people want, and I'm actually looking into the refill options for my vessel, and I will test it, make sure it fits. And I'm excited, and I have to be honest about shrinkage. Like concrete, literal cement shrink the vessels over time. So I have to let people know, like, hey, this can happen. Like, these are things that people need to understand, and I need them to read. I need more people in the nation to read. If you answered yes previously, how would you reuse the jar? Some folks would see about my offer refills, pins, and a flower bud vase sitting on the shelf looking cute. I asked about, would you like to see the scents in both glass and concrete? They said, I'm happy with whatever you choose. A lot of folks don't mind the glass. I think when it comes to gift giving, it's a pretty cool option because it's cheaper and it's really cute. And concrete, duh, you know, that's like mostly what I do. And I asked what was their favorite candle scent, and 99%, oh, excuse me, 98% said Tomato Gardens, and then Palo Santo and Sunlight Clay. And those are my favorite as well. One off was the Gin and Oak. That is a new one I introduced for the holidays, and that was a banger. I love it. It smells literally like Christmas, but it's so good. How much do you value the unboxing experience? In parentheses, handwritten postcards, branded inserts, discount cards, all that stuff if you order online. And a lot of them do appreciate tips on how to get the best burn, and they don't mind a thank you card as long as it has instructions. Like, I think they don't want it to be wasteful. Like, they want to be able to use it. And I asked, how do you prefer to shop Onya'e Naturals? Most people said the market and online. Makes sense. And if they ever visited the market, what was their favorite? Smelling all the scents in person. So online, you don't get to do that, and that's another reason why I feel like, I don't know how these big brands do it, like, because it is a risk buying a candle online and then you don't like it. Oh, that's the worst. I never want that, like, to happen. But I'm not surprised that's like the only option. Of course, with YouTube, a lot of them prefer behind the scenes, so I'm happy to show that in my day-to-day. So, newsletter. Okay, and that is like about the last one. So in the newsletter, they appreciate updates on what I'm selling and when I'm having new scents, and upcoming market details, potential discounts, and exclusive updates about myself and the candles. And then lastly, books and behind the scenes. So in my newsletter, just to spice things up, I always share like, oh, and these are the books I read and these are what I'm into, like, just so it's not just candle. Like, I want to share interesting things. Next year I'll have like better questions, but I love that. That's really honest. I got like excited reading it, and even though I need to like step up some things, it still felt pretty dang cool to like see what people want. They told me, so I need to deliver. That's awesome. All right, so we went over the survey, and that's really, really cool. I don't know, I wasn't scared. Like, I wasn't like too concerned because I did ask for email, so that doesn't leave room for people writing anonymous weird things. But I was nervous when I asked, like, okay, now share your feedback, like without them selecting anything. You know, just curious what they would say, and I'm happy that majority of it was good, and the feedback they shared was constructive. Like, it wasn't just do this because I want it. Like, they're like, oh, you could benefit from this. And I think that was just pretty great. I don't know. Now I want to do like surveys every year. That was my first time doing that, and I should make that a regular basis thing. So next, making candles. So for one of the stockets that I'm in, I am making about 90 plus minis. Those are the boxes. I don't know if you can see it, and I could just show you. So some minis right here, really excited. And I'm actually working on the herb garden, the gorgeous green and cream, like moss cream mini concrete vessels. So gonna heat up the wax. I want to add wicks to the jars and then make some candles. So I'm gonna do a lot of that today. And it's currently Saturday, so you're gonna see what most of my Saturday daytime looks like. And a lot of that is making candles in wholesale orders. And I have another wholesale order. I'm gonna add like the stamp and my warning label and bumpers too. And I also need to design more detailed candle sheet stuff. I love when my jars are done. I made these ages ago, so all I gotta do is, you know, turn them into candles. So I really want to show that. And before we get into it, let's heat up some wax. So also something I want to bring up while the wax heats up before we get into the candle making. It's been over a year, guys, since I made my first YouTube channel, and that's pretty impressive. I didn't think I would come this far. I believed in myself, but I wasn't sure if I would lose interest, will I get bored? Because, you know, making these videos, you're putting yourself out there to criticism, to people with doubts, to people who may not like your videos. I had like one video where someone thumbs down it and it was like my most popular, and I was like, okay, even though it was almost an hour. But that didn't stop me. That didn't like make me give up. Like, not everything's for everyone. I make this channel for people who also make concrete vessels, for customers who want to see what it's like buying a concrete candle from me, what all goes into it. Show Portland, Oregon markets. I love our markets. I think we have some of the best. And it's just, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that I'm still here. And for this year, I want to step up. I want to show more Hi Baby, and I want to just show like all I can do with my business, how I grow it, and how I don't know, make these cool changes, how I get into more stores. I'm excited about the 2 stores I'm getting into this year, in addition to the accounts I already have. Show what that's like, and I want to inspire folks who also work full-time, who may not take the plunge yet on quitting their job, to see like, hey, you can have your small business and work full-time. And I don't see that much on YouTube. Like, either my algorithm is changing, but I don't see a lot of that. I just see folks who just quit their job, and I'm happy for them, but I'm like, I'm not doing that. Not yet. So yeah, I just want to show like I'm here, we're out here, and I'm excited to just kind of dive into other things. So for instance, behind me, one of the bookshelves in our house, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, one in the other room, 4 bookshelves, and then I have like a book nook in the TV room. We are readers, my partner and I. We love reading. So I want to like talk about books I'm reading. Do I do that on this channel, or do I create another YouTube channel about TV shows, pop culture, books? Maybe, because I want to yap about that. But let me know. Yes, Loki. He likes to look at the neighbors. Yeah, I also interact, you know, like, no, I don't talk about money, like detailed parts. General, I'll mention stuff like, yeah, table fee, but not how much I made, because again, I had a horrible experience. But interact, ask questions. Like, unless you're a silent watcher, that's cool too, but you know, let me know what you want to see, or if you enjoyed what I did, or I'm just, you know, I'm just keep doing me. Like, part of this is to kind of do it for myself. I made this because I wanted to see if I could vlog, and I proved that I could, and I want to just show what I can. I know my transitions aren't the best. Again, I'm not a videographer. I'm just here to have fun, and I am having fun. But also, if you are a big watcher, you know, tell me what you want to see, and or if you're like, you're good, I'm like, all right, just keep going. Man, over a year. That's crazy how this month I was like, I'm gonna do my first video, and I look back and I was like, oh, it's cringe. But yeah, oh, I'm just so excited. I'm very proud of myself. Pat on back, pat on back.
The night breaks and the darkness melts away. When I walk with you, the footsteps are light. The noise of the city disappears into the distance. The world will change if we are together. We hold hands and the wind caresses our cheeks. Your smile is so dazzling that time stops. The scenery I see with you is a special dream. If we are together, today will also shine. Go back to your room together. Let's drink a warm coffee latte. Just spending time next to you. My heart is relieved. Your voice is a pleasant melody. The gentleness that echoes in the quiet night. A
yeah, so that was fun. These were 50, and it was really fun putting these together and just showing you the process. I love trimming the wick. I love like the final stages of turning my concrete vessel into a candle. These are so beautiful. I'm really proud of them. I should be, it's a lot of hard work making them. And I'm happy the stores appreciate them. So I'm going to heat the tops later since I made the candles yesterday, and make sure, the wicks are even. I always go back and double check, and then package them up. And then I gotta separate them in different boxes for the stores. So I might be showing that when I do the wholesale consignment video. But yeah, I say January is starting off well. If I follow my goals in quarters, I think I can accomplish them all. I have 2 that I'm secretly working on, and I want to show that process later once it's all finalized. But yeah, I'm really happy that I started the year with 2 new accounts, and that feels really good. I feel really seen, that if folks in reality like my stuff, I'm doing okay. And now the goal is to just get more online orders and not just only be busy in the winter. So we'll be talking about that more, but happy January. And yeah, I'm just excited for what's to come, and more vlogs and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. If you're a silent watcher, thanks for taking the time. If you have questions, again, about wholesale or consignment, or if you watched the video and you have suggestions, some of you guys share some really cool suggestions. One of you shared how during the market I should show photos of my process. That is a good idea, and I'm actually working on that. So thanks for participating and engaging. It means a lot. I'm just having fun with this. Just, showing folks what it looks like behind the scenes, and I hope to continue to do that. Thank you for being here. Subscribe and all that good stuff. Okay, see you next time.